This is a PSA to change your console batteries.
Yeah, batteries can do that.
Typically, if your DS console's battery goes bad, you'll kind of feel a little bit of a small bump rather than a flat surface on the back. For the DSi XL, here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a screw set to take those off, which you can find at your local hardware store. Something like this works. And then you're going to need the battery itself, which looks like this. It's a long, weird shaped battery. Mine's not in a package because it was kindly given to me by my friend at my local game store. The owner, he had it loose, but it was brand new. Remove screw 1, loosen up screw 2, and to remove the cover, there we go. Remove the battery. We're going to take a flathead screwdriver, put it in this spot, and lift up. And that comes right. That comes out. There it is. And this is the old battery. It does feel slightly thicker than this new battery here. I wouldn't say too much. This battery's not too bad, but I don't know the last time this thing was replaced, so we're going to get rid of this and throw in that new battery. New battery goes in. Cover goes on top. And then screw that back in. You don't want to do it too tight. Threads get easily ruined on these tiny little screws, especially where you put the screw in there, so you want to be very gentle. And let's give it a quick test. And it works. Perfect. The next battery I'm changing is in the original 3DS, which is the same battery used in the Nintendo Switch Pro Controller and Wii U Pro Controller. And for this, we're going to take apart all 4 screws here. And then to help us lift up the back cover, take your flathead screwdriver, stick it in there. There we go. Trying to be gentle with that. And then here is the battery, which does feel pretty puffy. So once again, take your flathead screwdriver, right in this little spot here. We're going to lift that up and pull out the battery. And here's the battery. So there's puffiness right in the middle here. And then always take a look inside your console when you remove the battery. Make sure you don't see anything that's off. Make sure everything's clean in there before you put the new battery in. And then open up the new package like a barbarian. Release yourself, battery. And in case you don't have that mini screwdriver set, it comes with one. Definitely a difference in these batteries, which is much more noticeable than the DSi XL. And in my right hand is the new battery, and right here is the old battery. That's puffy in the middle. This one, smooth all around, nice and flat. And take the new battery, shove that one right in there. You're nice and safe, battery. And because everything is just fragile plastic, slip this in there like you're petting a kitten. There we go. And then that just sits in there. And again, go easy on the threads. And you're done. And then we're going to do the old battery check. It's alive! The next battery is for the 3DS XL. We're going to undo these 2 screws here. And then we're going to lift up the back. So this one's tricky. You gotta just be very gentle. Take your time, loosen it up around all the edges, and then it will just pop off. You don't have to take anything apart extra. Just those 2 screws and go around the edges with your flathead, gently raising it up, and be careful because this plastic could get damaged easily. It's very fragile. And like we did with the previous two, take a flathead, stick it in there, and remove the battery. Inspect. This is what it looks like. And put our console down. And there's no puffiness to this. But battery!
Keep your screwdrivers. They'll come in handy, and they're so cute.
And take the new battery. Make sure you got the end there. And just connect it. Stick it in there. And then we're going to put the cover back on. So this one is a little bit tricky. So we're going to put this in. And then you'll be able to press down. And it will easily lock into place.
Now securely snug in that battery so it can power your dreams. Battery test.
And we're good. And with your discarded batteries, you can bring these to a Best Buy or any other location where you can easily just drop off batteries. And in part 2 of DS batteries, we're going to change the DS Lite, the new 3DS XL, and the 2DS.